Hello everyone, myself Ganesh. Today my topic is about program control instructions. So how the program control PC works by these instructions we're gonna see. So first of all we're gonna see about the program control instructions, our definitions of the program control instructions. Program control instructions are the machine code that are used by machines or in assembly language by user to command the processor act accordingly. So these are the machine's code that are used by the machine in assembly language to perform a particular task. So program counter is nothing but it it holds the address of the next instruction to be executed. It performs sequentially. It executes sequentially, and it also holds the address of the next instructions to be executed. Okay, so there are typical program control instructions. We're gonna see the program control instructions. So first one is branch instruction, second one is jump instruction, and third is skip, fourth one is return and compare, and next is text by hand operation. So now this slide shows how we represent the instructions by using their identity. So branch we are gonna specify in a program like BR, and in the jump we're gonna specify is short term as JMP, whereas skip is used as SKP, whereas call is used as a call itself. So return, so to retrieve the data from the program counter, we specify it as RET, return. So compare by subtraction. So this is specified by CMP, compare. So next is test by handling performance. So this is specified by TST. Okay, so we're gonna see how it performs and what kind of operation it does in the program counter. So first one is about branch. A branch is an instruction in a computer program that can cause a computer to begin executing a different instruction sequence, thus deviate from its default behavior of execute instruction in order. So branch instructions can be unconditional or conditional one. So unconditional is nothing but wherever we use this branch, it's specified with some memory allocation, so it directly goes to the particular target and performs the specific task, branch. So whereas conditionally similar to that, but it performs like if R1 plus R2 or R2 equal to 2000H or something like that, we're gonna use it as BE, branch equal, or BNZ, like branch if E is 0, if it is 0 it will perform the given instructions, or else it gonna skip, it gonna jump to the other instruction. So these are the conditional and unconditional instructions. So next one is jump instruction. So jump instruction transfers the program sequence to the memory address given in the operand based on the specified flag. So whereas program control holds the address of the next data to be executed, and it is sequentially executed, so it takes a lot of time and a memory allocation. So we are used as jump. So this operation, what it does is it is jump to a particular location. So for example, jump is to 2000H or 3000H, something like that. So it gonna jump to the particular location and it will perform the operation. So it will jump to the particular memory allocations. So it will skip all those and it will directly goes to the particular allocations. So it is all about jump instruction. So next one is skip instruction. Instruction represent as SKP instructions. It can be conditional, unconditional. It does not need an address field. It can, in case of conditional skip instruction, the combinations of conditional instruction and unconditional can be used alternate conditional branch. So for example, the memory allocation given in the the memory allocation like I1, I2, I3, I4. So whereas in I1, in program counter, whereas I1 is stored as 100, I2 stored as 102, 103, something like that. So when we gonna access that, so it will gonna sequentially execute like 101, 102, 103. If we gonna skip the 104 and process to 105, then we gonna use the skip operation to skip the next instruction sequentially. So we gonna use the skip operation to skip the next instruction and perform the particular address. So this is what skip instruction is. And next is call and return instruction. The call and return instruction interrupts the flow of program by passing control to an internal and external subroutine. An external subroutine is another program. The return instruction returns control from the subroutine back to the calling function, and optional returns a value. So whereas in call and return instructions, the call is represent to call the particular locations or subroutine, where a subroutine is executed in a separate field. So it will combine the operations. So by calling the particular location, for example, call the particular location, it will call the, then it will goes to the call, and it will, whereas it goes to a subroutine where it is mentioned as call, so it execute the function there. So whereas return does the same thing. So once the executed call locations, we have to return back to the same location. So return is used to retrieve back to the main function. So whereas compare instruction is represented as CMP instruction, compares two numerical values. The value returned depends on the type of destination, DEST, and compare register size values with one exception. We all know that compare instruction used to compare CMP, like compare R1 comma R2, compare if it is equal or it is less than, or it will jump. So it will compare the particular instruction in the program, and the results will stored in the program counter. So test is not in bracket and it performs the logical AND of two operand and updates certain status bits without retaining the results of changing the operands. So whereas TST represent as TST, it performs the logical AND operations in the program counter instruction. So it does the R1, for example R1, R2. If we want to perform an AND operation, we can use this instruction TST AND, and it will be stored the result without changing the operands. It cannot be changed the operands, it just stores the results. So this is all about the program control instructions. Thank you.